part 2 of building your baby registry. Today I'm talking about sleeping and soothing. We're putting those together because there's a lot of overlap. And as always, I will post a list so you can just screenshot it. Pausing for a screenshot. All right, I'm gonna try to rapid fire these as much as I can, but I also can't seem to shut up, so bear with me. The first thing that I'm gonna recommend are any pacifiers with a little handle like this. You can chuck them on your finger like that, but also obviously attach a pacifier clip too. I just think if they don't have that, they're like so useless. Also keep in mind that after 6 months, the size of a pacifier goes up. So I wouldn't buy like 50 pacifiers. You're gonna be replacing them after 6 months anyway. Next is a pacifier clip. We put toys on them, obviously pacifiers on them, but like if we go to a restaurant and she's sitting in a high chair, we'll make sure that we bring a toy that has like some sort of a handle so she's not chucking things overboard and like getting all dirty. Obviously for like when we're on walks and stuff too, it's super helpful. I'll link a bunch of pacifier clips that I like on my LTK. A sound machine. I recommend any sound machine that also has a nightlight to it. I love the Hatch. I think it's the best one. What I love about the Hatch so much is that this is it. I think it's called the Hatch Rest. So it sits on this little base, but then you can take it off and it's like battery operated and it will stay on. So the way that we have it set up is her sound is running and there's a bright red light. And then I hit it again and you won't be able to see, but this is a super dim red light, but the sound is continuous. So that doesn't disrupt at all. And then I can hold it to turn it off. So what I love about that is, especially when she was like a super little baby still in our room, I could take her out of her bassinet, bring her into bed to feed her. This was sitting on my nightstand and I could just pull this off and like bring it into bed with me so I could see what I was doing without waking her up too much. And now that she's in her own room, I still have it set up that way because if I need to do a diaper change in the middle of the night, same thing, I just make it go brighter so I can see what I'm doing and then dim and she can sleep with it. I think it's at like maybe 10% or less of like brightness. Crib, bassinet, and pack and play sheets. It's infuriating, but they are all different sizes. So you'll need to get different sizes if you have all 3 of those things. The brands that we really like are Mushy and Kia Babies. We get their washcloths and their sheets are just like super soft, super comfortable. Love them. Whatever sheets you get, make sure they're 100% cotton and I think you're good. Okay, baby monitor. You can see ours there. Let me grab it. If you are a data person and you want to be able to see like how much your baby slept, how long it took them to fall asleep, positioning in the crib, just like so many different things, the Nanit is the monitor for you. If you don't care about those things, then I would just say get like any monitor that just streams you a video of your baby sleeping. The other thing about the Nanit is that you can get, or it comes with like a belly band that tracks their breathing too. So if you're worried about that, it has that feature, which is pretty cool. This is like the camera part of it, obviously. We have the floor stand, so it will either be a floor stand or a wall mount. So if you get the Nanit, I would also suggest getting their travel pack. So in here, we bring this where anytime we're gonna spend the night somewhere, is this little flex stand. And then you just pop the camera onto there and that's your camera. The other thing I would suggest getting though, which I kind of learned after we traveled a couple times, is you can get this little mount off of Amazon and you put it onto the flex stand like that and then you can clip that to their pack and play or whatever they're sleeping in. So you're not like, I don't know, trying to position this on a dresser or stool or something. This is like, I don't know, maybe 20 bucks and it was highly, highly worth it for us. The crib mattress that we have is the Newton and it's just marketed as being like super breathable and safe and comfortable and I am happy with it. I don't know any different, so that's what we have, but you'll need a crib mattress. The other thing that we did is we got an extra protector. So the way that her bed is made right now is crib mattress, protector, sheet. Then I have another protector and another sheet on top. So if she ever has like a blowout or something catastrophic happens in the middle of the night, I can just take off the top sheet and top protector and then her bed is made underneath. I learned that on TikTok. We haven't had to use it yet, but it's there in case. All right, the last thing that I'll talk about are sleep sacks and swaddle. For swaddles, if you are comfortable just like with a swaddle blanket and swaddling your baby, then all the power to you. I just was never comfortable with that and I couldn't get the hang of it. She would always like break loose and it freaked me out. So either get a swaddle blanket, a few swaddle blankets, or I don't think that you can really tell if you've never had a baby before if you are going to like a Velcro swaddle or a zipper swaddle, arms up, arms down. There's like so many options. So I would say get a few different types, just a couple. See what you like, see what you're comfortable with, and then you'll probably end up with a few. There's a lot of like mom/parent Facebook groups that people are just like giving stuff away in. So look there before you spend a ton of money on something that you might not want. Okay, last thing I'm gonna talk about, and it's a good thing because I'm on borrowed time right now, are sleep sacks. We love Quince and Kite Baby. You want to say hi? So the TOG or like TOG or whatever is just how heavy it is. 1.0 is guys, I gotta go. 1.0 is like a standard. In the winter, I would probably get the 2.5. She wasn't in a sleep sack yet. Last winter, she was in her swaddle, so we will be getting those. I will caution against getting the off-brand Amazon sleep sacks. I learned the hard way that they are too good to be true. One of them, the zipper split open in the middle of the night and I had to like rip her out of it. So we're gonna go. Let us know if you have any questions. Bye.